Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is using advancements in technology to take care of her mental health amid property battles with her ex-husband, Kody Brown. Janelle has been living in North Carolina after she left Kody and the polygamous Brown family in 2022. Janelle and her daughter, Madison Brown Bush, purchased property to start a business in North Carolina together. The Sister Wives season 19 star recently revealed her bold new strategy, which involves arguing less and talking more. It appears she's gearing up for a fight regarding Kody Pass, and she wants to arm herself with useful tools. Sister Wives Janelle Brown revealed her latest stress-relieving endeavor after admitting that this week has been a lot. It seems like the process of starting a new business, in addition to taking care of unfinished business with Kody, has taken a toll on Janelle's stress levels, as she recently shared that she's taken to using an infrared sauna to help her relax since this week has been a lot and her stress levels have been extra. Janelle shared a selfie on Instagram, sitting in a sauna with glowing red and purple lights around her, and wrote in the caption that spending time in the sauna is like hitting the reset button. What Janelle Brown's high stress levels mean amid Kody Pass drama. Janelle has a lot going on. It's not a surprise that Janelle's stress levels are higher than usual. She has a lot going on, including her move, starting a new business with Maddie, exploring life as a single woman, and continuing her battle with Kody and Robyn for her share of Kody Pass. She also just welcomed a new family member, as Maddie and her husband Caleb recently welcomed another daughter. The Sister Wives star taking time to acknowledge that she's stressed and then to take action to manage it is a positive step. Janelle's already had a Christine's recent update about expanding her business suggests that she is financially stable. It appears that her choice not to pursue a larger portion of Kody Pass property has been beneficial. The Sister Wives cast member decided to move forward and not get caught up in the Brown family drama, instead focusing on building a new life with David. While Janelle and Meri are still in conflict with Kody over dividing Kody Pass, Christine is financially secure and doesn't dwell on the past. She lives in the present and looks towards her future. Our take on Christine Brown's new rental venture. Christine has achieved financial stability and independence. It's great to witness Christine growing her rental business and making quick, profitable decisions. She faced many obstacles in her past relationship with Kody. Therefore, it's uplifting to see her finally standing on her own and embracing the independence she was meant for. Christine's lack of interest in the Kody Pass property also demonstrates her confidence, as she's focused on creating new opportunities. Perhaps the other sister wives, Janelle and Meri, might follow in Christine's footsteps and give up on Kody Pass to free themselves from the past and lead to a brighter future. Robyn and Meri Brown's falling out proves there was never a real sisterhood between the wives. The recent fallout between Meri and Robyn Brown on Sister Wives highlights the reality there was never truly a sisterhood among the wives of Kody Brown. Despite their claims of unity and mutual respect, the tensions and betrayals that have unfolded on screen reveal the absence of loyalty within this polygamous family. As the show continues into its 19th season, it becomes clear Kody's multiple marriages were never built on the foundation of trust that one might expect from a sisterly bond. Meri's recent confessions about her emotional struggles and Robyn's distancing behavior expose the cracks in what was once presented as a tight-knit family. Kody's outbursts and emotional instability continue to grow, and it's increasingly obvious that the supposed sister wives were never truly united. Meri's loyalty meant nothing in the end. Meri's wake-up call, realizing she was never a priority. Meri stood by Kody through years of emotional ups and downs, hoping her loyalty would eventually pay off. However, as recent episodes of Sister Wives have shown, her commitment ultimately meant nothing when it came to family relationships. After decades of supporting Kody and even legally divorcing him so he could marry Robyn, Meri has now been cast aside, proving that loyalty in this polygamous marriage was a one-way street. The other sister wives, Janelle and Christine, saw the writing on the wall and left, while Meri held on longer than she should have. But now, as she realizes Kody and Robyn were never truly invested in her well-being, she's finally taking steps to protect herself. In an episode earlier in the season, she admitted feeling manipulated, saying, "I feel like Kody and Robyn probably have some plan, and none of us are trusting each other." Robyn's actions speak louder than words. The sisterhood was never real. Despite always claiming she wanted a close-knit family, Robyn's actions have repeatedly contradicted her words. From the beginning, she insisted that she wanted unity among the wives, but her behavior has consistently shown favoritism toward Kody while distancing herself from the other women. Now, as Meri calls her out publicly, the illusion of a unified sisterhood is crumbling. Meri has finally spoken up, making it clear she believes Kody pushed her out of their marriage while using Robyn as his justification. In a confessional from earlier in the season, she questioned Kody's revisionist history, saying, "I honestly feel sad for him if that's what he's having to tell himself." Her candid remarks highlight their deep disconnect and the painful reality of their fractured relationship. Kody's outbursts show he's the one who can't move on. There is more than just a Meri and Robyn issue. As more wives left, Kody grew increasingly erratic, lashing out at those who challenged his authority. His reactions to Meri and Janelle's legal moves show he's not as indifferent as he pretends to be. In a heated discussion about property division, he initially tried to control the narrative but backed down when confronted, further proving his power over the family was slipping away. Kody's anger isn't just about the property. It's about losing control over the women who were once devoted to him on Sister Wives. While he blames them for their choices, it's clear that he is the one who can't accept change. Meanwhile, Meri and Janelle are moving forward, proving that they no longer need Kody's validation to build a better future for themselves. Sister Wives Season 20 hasn't gotten an official green light yet, but it's likely to be confirmed soon, and if it is, I think producers might benefit from giving Janelle Brown more screen time and scaling back their coverage of the notorious villains, Kody and Robynbrown. While I've often been energized by the drama that Kody and Robyn inevitably bring, so much has happened in the family, and maybe it's time to shift the focus to a brave woman who's been amazingly graceful, strong, and honest since she lost her beloved son, Garrison Brown. With so much grit and heart, she's the ideal main star of a potential Sister Wives Season 20. Kody's also grieving. Both are dealing with a loss so great that it's hard to put it into words. Throughout this ordeal, Janelle's really opened up, honoring her child while trying to move on. Her ability to withstand something so painful without getting bitter has moved me to tears. Kody often seems angry, but Janelle picks her battles. She knows that healing requires a lot of energy. Janelle doesn't have a partner to help her. She has to recover on her own. Kody and Robyn's storylines are a bit weak. Their monogamous life has changed them. The patriarch, who once showed off a David Yurman signet ring that matches Robyn's, is all about his great love for his fourth wife, who's now his one and only. I saw this coming years ago. Kody is way too in love with Robyn to multiply his love with other women. Yes, I don't doubt that he cares about his now exes in his own way, but it's just not the same. Kody and Robyn don't seem happy, they rarely count their blessings. Now that he has it, he still doesn't seem happy, but maybe he's getting closer to real happiness. However, he's carrying around some very heavy emotional baggage, and he hasn't learned to detach. The problem is this. Kody's dealing with the fallout from 3 failed spiritual unions. Failed is a strong word, as it's quite possible that no one would go back and change anything that happened. If they wouldn't change it, is it failure? No, not really. It's life with its twists and turns, its experience. Wonderful children were born because of these unions. Those kids are precious. Any mother will tell you, and dads too, of course, that their children mean the world to them. More often than not, Kody and Robyn bring unpleasant tension to the series, perhaps not fully grateful for everything that they have. There's the fancy home, the bling, the nice car. They have the trappings of success, but something seems to be missing, as Kody often plays the victim. He's looking for people to blame, exes, even some of his older kids. He thinks they persecute him, but many of them felt sad when he lavished love on Robyn. They felt left out. When I hear that Robyn supposedly spent $70,000 on dolls, I feel like maybe something could be missing in her life. That's a lot of consumerism. We all have our passions, but most people don't go that far. Maybe shopping helps Robyn to fill up some empty spaces in her soul. Maybe Kody and Robyn's lavish lifestyle is actually a sign of trouble. Janelle's valiantly fighting for a great life. She's a great role model, Janelle, who doesn't have much and is open about that, is the polar opposite. She has called out Kody for her current money problems, but maybe she has her reasons. Overall, she's extremely sensible, a down-to-earth person who seems totally truthful. In my opinion, she's the most upfront person on the show. With Janelle, what a person sees is what they get. Now that Janelle has a business, Tata Farms, maybe she'll make enough money to feel safe. That would make me so happy. Some people respond to authenticity, I definitely do, and others don't, but I think there's enough Sister Wives viewers like me to make the shift to featuring Janelle successful. Some of us want scenes with the ring of truth. We want to believe what we hear and believe in the stars we watch. We want to root for them. We don't want trumped-up emotions or drama for the sake of theater. We want to see real facets of human beings, their essence. With Kody and Robyn, it's sometimes hard to find that kind of core, simply because they don't appear to really treasure all the blessings life has given them, a marriage they want to last forever, a pretty house, lots of children to love. These things aren't minor. However, most of Kody and Robyn's screen time seems to be about dredging up or sustaining turmoil. That can get a bit grating. They've surely learned a lot from experience, but it doesn't always show. Janelle embodies the spirit of Sister Wives. She is multiplying her love. Janelle is a student of the natural world, observing the circle of life, and she feels so much. Above, she talks about what happened when an animal got into a chicken coop, wreaking havoc. The story is simple and terrible, and it's obviously pulling her back to the worst moments in her life. She's emotional, feeling for the birds that died. Janelle is emotionally whole. She is sometimes heartbroken, but at least she has a heart. The fact that she will share her emotions makes her the perfect and rightful queen of Sister Wives. Of all the women, she has suffered the most and grown the most as a human being. It was the Brush family's chicken coop that was raided, but Maddie and Caleb Brush recently welcomed a new daughter, who will bring light to Kody and Janelle's lives. At this point, Janelle's wisdom is off the charts. She has a deep understanding not just of nature, but of human beings. Janelle's embarked on a detox, prioritizing wellness in a way that's smart. Janelle is filtering out what doesn't make her happy, freeing up space to just be. Through meditation, journaling, and more, she is creating a new landscape where she can find peace. This is the type of personal growth I want to see in a show's lead, especially after so many seasons. When Kody gripes and says his kids need to come to him if they want to heal the rifts, I feel like he hasn't learned everything. Sometimes, a person has to reach out. They have to be the person who tries and won't give up. Sister Wives Janelle Brown never, ever surrenders. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is sharpening her communication skills amid her fight with ex-husband Kody Brown over the sale of Coyote Pass, as the two just became grandparents again after Madison Brown Brush gave birth. Kody and Janelle were married for nearly 30 years before Janelle left the polygamous Brown family. Her departure followed Christine Brown, who left first, and was followed by Meri Brown, leaving Kody with one remaining wife, Robyn Brown. The Sister Wives Season 19 star is now in the middle of what she's calling a detox as she attempts to improve her life in 2025. Sister Wives Janelle Brown gave some insight into how she's gearing up for a battle with Kody Brown. Janelle shared an Instagram story that revealed a new book she's about to start reading called The Next Conversation, Argue Less, Talk More by Jefferson Fisher. Janelle claims she's a fan of Jefferson's work, writing that she's been following his Instagram and was excited to order his book. According to Jefferson's website, he's a trial lawyer, author, and keynote speaker who helps people communicate by teaching them how to argue less and talk more. It sounds like Janelle is gearing up for a battle with Kody, and she wants to ensure she has the tools to do so. What Janelle's strategy to argue less means amid Coyote Pass drama. Janelle is tired of fighting. Janelle lived with Kody for many years, so she has a good gauge on his communication style or lack thereof. Fans have seen it play out on Sister Wives. Kody gets defensive and can hit below the belt, so Janelle is gearing up to protect herself. Many times, communication can fail because one party doesn't receive the information in an effective way, so a good communicator takes that into account when attempting to convey information. If one can't receive the message, there's no point in sending it, so taking a more thoughtful approach to communication can be successful. Janelle has always been one of the least confrontational of all the wives. She likes to stay in her lane and move through life peacefully. However, when the stakes are as high as they are with the whole Coyote Pass situation, Janelle needs to level up her communication style. Janelle probably doesn't need to prepare for war. but she needs to at least prepare for a battle. Our take on Janelle Brown's strategy to argue less. Janelle wants to communicate more effectively. Janelle's post about the new book she bought shows the mindset she's in after leaving Kody. She has big plans on the horizon, and after a major detox, Janelle's likely feeling better than ever physically. Now, as for emotionally, that might be a different situation, given all the uncertainty surrounding her stake in Coyote Pass. Janelle has been through so much in the last few years, including the tragic passing of her son Garrison Brown. She's embarked on a new life in North Carolina, but she still has unsettled business. As Janelle grieves and takes the time to truly heal from her marriage to Kody, it's noteworthy to see her reading books like The Next Conversation to ensure she's taking care of her mental health and planning for her future. After getting some much-needed distance from Kody Brown, Sister Wives Season 19 star Janelle Brown has never looked better. The last few years have been hard on the 55-year-old former polygamist and second wife. In 2022, after 29 years of marriage and 6 children, Janelle walked away from Kody and her plural family. Walking away from her family was a difficult choice for Janelle, and the path since hasn't been easy either. Janelle isn't the only person to walk away from the plural family over the years. 3 of Kody's 4 wives left him within less than 2 years, which changed the entire family forever. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 rolled around, Kody was in a monogamous marriage with his remaining wife, and Janelle was gone for good. She's been focused on detoxing her life lately and posted a photo of herself looking better than ever. Janelle has lost so much. We miss you so much. While Janelle was dealing with her separation from Kody, tragedy struck. In March 2024, Janelle's son, 25-year-old Garrison Brown, passed away unexpectedly. During the one-year anniversary of Garrison's death, Janelle posted a loving tribute to her late son on Instagram. "It's been a year, baby," reads Janelle's heart-wrenching caption. "We miss you so much." Janelle stunned at a fundraiser. "It was fun to dress up." Janelle recently posted a photo of herself looking stunning. The Sister Wives Season 19 star recently attended a fundraiser in a glamorous velvet gown. "My friend and her husband had an extra ticket for a fundraiser this weekend in Raleigh," reads Janelle's Instagram post caption. "It was fun to dress up and spend the evening out for a good cause." Janelle spends her days on a farm, so this was way outside the box for the single mother. Will Janelle ever remarry? Her shocking statement about her love life explained. Recently, Janelle commented about her love life on the Sibling Revelry podcast, where she made a shocking statement. The Sister Wives Season 19 star said she has no intention of ever getting married again. She said she didn't even plan to date. "I am done," she said, adding, "I love my single life." She went on to say if something were to present itself, she'd be open to at least considering it. Maybe after more time away from Kody, she'll be more open to finding love again. Sister Wives stars Kody and Janelle Brown just welcomed Maddie and Caleb Brush's baby daughter. As per Maddie's Instagram post, and their granddaughter's a blessing, but in the past, Kody went out of his way to put Janelle Brown down, and I believe guilt pushed him to say things that should never have been said. As Kody and Janelle celebrate the birth of Maddie and Caleb Brush's newborn, Amelia Estelle Brush, they are probably elated. Maybe sharing a new grandchild will make it easier for Kody and Janelle to put the painful past behind them. Janelle and Kody have both been through a lot, and uniting to share love for an adorable baby seems like a great way to embrace post-split life. It's much better than the alternative, continuing to slay mud on screen or in interviews or social media posts. Breakups can be grueling, emotionally charged situations. The Sister Wives Battle of Coyote Pass, which is playing out on screen, is an example of Kody and Janelle being at odds as exes. Janelle, who's had money problems, wants her ex to sell the land and give her what she's owed. Meri Brown feels the same way. Maddie and Caleb Brush's baby is absolutely perfect. The parents are over the moon. Peace is in short supply, but maybe, just maybe, Maddie and Caleb's baby can unite the exes. See the cute baby above in Maddie's birth announcement post. In the past, Kody made his issues with the down-to-earth and nature-loving Janelle all too clear, painting her, the future Tata Farms owner Janelle, as someone who definitely wasn't on the level. During the pandemic, he portrayed her as lazy, In fact, he shockingly called out the woman who did her bit to support the Brown family, just like he did, stating, "What prompted this wild outburst?" Well, he believed that her complaints about his stringent COVID-19 rules were over the top. He seemed to think that she was getting melodramatic about a situation that wasn't really so bad. His full quote was, "I think Janelle is full of asterisk, and this is why she's full of asterisk, because the kids aren't seeing each other all the time anyway." What's interesting is that Peyton Brown later claimed that Kody never got vaccinated against the coronavirus, basically implying that Kody was hiding out even after there was a vaccine available. Kody feels hard done by. He thinks he's punished for loving Robyn. In Kody's opinion, he did nothing wrong. In fact, he's certain that he's persecuted for falling in love with Robyn. He thinks he can't win with the ex-wives because his true love romance-turned-marriage with Robyn alienated them. This appears to fuel a lot of paranoia. He doesn't trust the women who hung in there for decades, trying to find their places in a plural marriage that was increasingly out of balance. Kody and Robyn were devoted to one another. The other wives had to deal with so much emotionally, including Janelle, whom Kody often turned to for advice. To call the woman he often talked to his sounding board thanks to her common sense, a person who's full of asterisk T, is baffling. In no way did she come off that way on screen. Instead, she seemed exhausted by the pressures of parenting alone. Kody, perhaps subconsciously feeling guilt over how he treated her and his other non-Robyn wives, was on a fault-finding mission. However, that doesn't change the fact that Janelle's life wasn't easy, whether the kids weren't seeing each other all the time or not. Ultimately, Kody needs a very feminine woman who lets him take the lead, one who's gentle with his feelings. That's what he responds to, and Robyn generally delivers. Maybe that's why Robyn got the big upgrade engagement ring. Janelle, more earthy and straightforward, was a great foil to Robyn's sometimes kooky magical thinking and floods of tears. In fact, Kody cares about Janelle and doesn't even try to hide it. That might be another factor that pushed him to lash out. Maybe he realized their relationship was slipping away. It would never really be the same after the pandemic. They had a buddy dynamic that couldn't endure the stressors they were dealing with. Kody later wanted healing, referencing his karmic connection with the woman he often put down. These mixed messages seem to point to a lot of internal confusion. In light of what he said later, it's not impossible that guilt pushed him to put her down. He knew he was sequestered with another woman while she tried to live after her kids without a man to help her. She couldn't embrace his strict rules, or she would very likely feel terribly isolated. I think we all remember how strange it was during the first days of the pandemic. The rush to access toilet paper was like a frenzy. People were panicking. I did too. Later, we all adjusted, but it was not a normal time. Those of us who made it through healthy are the lucky ones, but it was still, quite often, an odd experience, as though the world shifted on its axis. Nothing really felt normal. Kody must have known this on some level, and felt bad for sealing himself off from Janelle and his other non-Robyn wives. There's no way some guilt didn't seep in there. He's supposed to protect those women. Kody's the patriarch. Instead of saying he felt bad about leaving them alone sometimes, which was probably true, he found a way to blame them. He turned it around, implying in Janelle's case that she was exaggerating her plight. Sister wives Janelle Brown's not known for tall tales. She tends to tell it like it is. Later, it may have occurred to him that she was a good person to talk to, and that perhaps, due to their fights, she would cut him off. He didn't seem to like it. He even talked about trying to reconcile with Janelle. Now that they're grandparents celebrating the birth of a newborn, it's possible that some real healing could happen. And that's what Kody and Janelle desperately need. Neither are bad people, and if they get past the obstacles that keep them at odds, including Coyote Pass, there could be hope for the sister wives' exes. Subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Always be the first to get news. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.